Brake booster time for the 2011 Dodge Durango. Yes, sir. All right, symptoms were, here's the brake booster, the old one. I'm gonna show you how this is done. And I got some tips for you because it's the first time I ever done it. I finally got it completed, but Lord have mercy. All right, the first, the symptom I was having is when I'm pressing the brakes, the brake pedal, I'd hear a hissing noise under the dash. And after some research online, kept saying it was the brake booster. So I got down on the dash, put my head in there and pushed the brake down with your hand, and you can hear the hissing noise. So bought me a brake booster. All right, we're gonna start by this. This brake booster, even though you see it's way, this is called the master cylinder. See here? And you see them two brake lines here? That's what it feeds down to your system down below here, and then it shoots out to all four of your wheels. All right, that's the master cylinder. The master cylinder is bolted with two nuts actually to the brake booster. Now this brake booster, now on your brake pedal down below, on your brake pedal, there's a pin that connects to this. So when you push your brakes in, this pushes this piece in. All right, anyway, let's go from the front here, then we'll talk about that to the back. This is the hole where the master cylinder goes in. All right, the master cylinder slides right in here, and then there's a nut on each side. You can probably see the nut. You see the first nut down there below the tank with the blue line beside it here? Right there. And there's a nut down on the back side, on the bottom. All right, in order to get to it, you gotta take both windshield wipers off, okay? And to take those off, you pick these windshield wipers up, like this, all the way up, to a point, you pop this cap here off. That's it, I can't do it now. I can put a screwdriver or something, but there's a nut underneath, same as this one, there's a nut underneath. Pop them up, pop these up, there's a nut underneath, pull the nut off, take the windshield wiper, you can pull it up, and the whole thing will pop off the stud. This big plastic piece here, this pops up, it's all pop. Pop, 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 pop. It comes up. All right, then you can get down there to it. Like I said, now remember, this is the master cylinder. Master cylinder, because this always confuses a bunch of people about what is a master cylinder. It's this thing with the reservoir on it. The master cylinder is bolted directly to the brake booster, okay? So now when you get to this part, keep in mind, these are two steel lines right here. That's connected right there. See there? All right, when you get all this crap here off, you take the two nuts off, boom, boom. The master cylinder pulls straight out. But you see them lines? Them lines make it hard to pull it out. But I ended up getting it out because I didn't want to unscrew the brake lines, because then you have to bleed the brakes. So I was trying to do this without bleeding the brakes. So I got it out, boom. All right, and I could pick it up. Remember, it's on these metal lines now, so you can't bend it but so far. And I pushed it to the side. All right, then you go underneath your car. Not underneath the car, but underneath the dash. I ain't gonna get up under here, but you have to pull this lining off right here. And I don't know if you can see it without that lining being pulled off, but there's 4 bolts, 4 nuts. You can also, let's see here. But you can look up under there, man. Anyway, there's a clip on the brake, a little stud on the brake pedal. The little stud goes through here. There's a clip on this side of it. Pull the clip off, and this will pull off the brake stud. And you see there's 4, see these right here? 4 studs here. There's 4 nuts that goes onto the firewall. So down when you pull the piece of carpet out from under the dash there, when you pull that panel down, you'll see the brake where it connects to this. You'll see the 4 nuts. They're kind of up high in there. See the 4 nuts. Take the 4 nuts off, unscrew this, and then you have to manhandle that brake booster out of there, okay? Now here's where it gets tricky, for me anyway, because it pissed me off hard. When you go to take this thing here and put it back in there, this rod here pushes in with the brake pedal. will get stuck against the firewall because, you know, of course there's a hole down there that big For all this right here, it goes into, then you know your 4 holes, your 4 studs here. But this again hit against the firewall, okay? And I finally got it pinned in there where I took a crowbar and grabbed the corner of it and just forced it down, and it pow, it popped in the hole. All right, everything went in, went to the underneath. I hooked the stud back into the hole here, put my clip on, put my 4 nuts on here, and I'm good to go underneath the car. Okay, now it's time to put the master cylinder back into the brake booster. See, now this is mounted in. Now you got to take the master cylinder. And listen, man, this is me, because I used to get pissed and break things because I would get so mad. But it took me 2 days because I would try to force this master cylinder into the brake booster, but these lines would not. You have to get this thing right here perfectly lined up for that hole. You can't go in there sideways and then it falls in like that. No, sir, you got to go directly in to start with, or it's not going to go in. I'm trying to tell you. That's facts. Because I sit here for about 2 hours trying to push it in with the line still on it now, because you can't move it but so far. So you can't get it in here like this and then tilt it like that, then push it in. It seems like you could, but those steel lines won't let you. So I tried a couple hours first day, stopped, dropped the hood on it, walked back in, took a break, come out here the next day, same thing. I couldn't deal with it, went back in. So the third day I had to break down, man, and had to take these 2 lines off. That's something I didn't want to do, because now you got to bleed the brakes. But anyway, long story short, I ended up having to take these 2 off right here, unscrew them off, pull them to the side. Brake booster goes, master cylinder slides right in here. And when you get about this far, you see if you get the hose lined up, when you get about this far from bottoming out, there's a spring in there, and you got to make sure it's hard to push. So you got to push it with tension and then get the nuts on. Because it's under pressure, it's under spring pressure about that far from the top. So when you get it here and it ain't quite flush, you got to push it down, then hurry and put a nut on it like that, okay? Then you have to put your brake lines back on it. Then you got to bleed the system, and that sucks. Maybe if I had 2 people grabbing this thing and manhandle it without breaking something, I might have could have got in there. But when you're by yourself, man, that's pretty much how it is. There might be a trick to it. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm a backyard guy, and this is what I had to do. So that's for a vacuum. You got a vacuum line here. Where is that? Somewhere here. That's right here. See, that's the vacuum line. Right here, right around. Goes back under. It's right here, and that connects to that holder. There's a sensor that goes in there and a electronic plug that plugs on it. It's not a real hard job, man. It just hates. If I'd have broke these lines to start with right here, broke them loose and took them apart, I'd have done it the same day. But then I had to bleed the brakes, and I was trying my best not to do that. All right, so after that, there's something I want to tell you guys. It's probably gonna blow some of your minds if you've done this, that I'm about to even mention this. Once you do this job, a lot of times your brake lights will stay on. Okay, a lot of times once you hook this up, once you get this back in there and to get it full, say if you get the brakes back, you know, bled, everything's fine, perfectly working, your brake lights are going to stay on. And that's because of your brake switch. And a lot of people saying you have to buy another one because that one's broke or that one's not going to work right. You have to buy another one. I'll show you how to fix that. That'll be the next video, and I'll probably post that up today. So please like and subscribe. I think that's the first time since I've been making videos I've ever asked that for you guys to like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna start picking it back up, man. Working on my big truck again. I'm fixing to drop a video of that about the coolant tank. But anyway, for this Durango, that's what it is. And look at the subscribe. Look at the next video I'm about to post up. It'll show you how to fix that switch, explain how it works, and why you don't have brake lights after this job. There's a reason why you don't have brake lights after this job, and I'll show you in the next video. So and also, if your transmission, if you know how it locks in park, you have to push the brake to put it in drive. I'll show you all that too, in case your car's having that problem. Brake switcher, most of the time I fix it. But definitely when you do this brake job, when you replace a brake booster, especially when you disconnect the brake pedal from this right here. A lot of times when I'm about to show you, the next video I'll show you, well, I'll remedy that because your brake lights will stay on, unfortunately. and people think the switch is tore up, but actually there's a trick you can do to the switch to get it to work. All right, so anyway, that's the brake booster deal, man. That's how you do it. 4 bolts, two nuts on the front, pull your master cylinder out, 4 nuts under the dash, 1 clip to take this out for your brake, snatch this out, put another one in, reverse the process. All right, by the way, V8, got 184,000 miles in this car, V8 Hemi, 5.7, cam and lifters. I just done it like last month. I didn't make a video. I'm just now getting back into it. I should have done it. That was the time to do it, but I'll make a video and we'll talk about that because yeah, that's the job. All right, so stay tuned for the brake switch video and let's get it. Peace.